Have you ever wondered how some families amass incredible wealth while others remain in deep poverty? Today we delve into the story of the Villar family in the Philippines, a tale that intertwines riches and the economic struggles of millions. The Philippines, a country of stunning natural beauty and vibrant culture, is also a land of stark contrasts. While a select few enjoy lives of luxury, a significant portion of the population struggles to make ends meet. The Villar family's story offers a window into this complex reality, raising questions about wealth accumulation, power dynamics, and the very fabric of Filipino society. The Villar family, synonymous with wealth and influence in the Philippines, has built an empire spanning real estate, retail, and politics. Their story is one of ambition, strategic maneuvering, and a relentless pursuit of economic dominance. From humble beginnings, the Villars have climbed the ladder of success, accumulating vast fortunes and leaving an indelible mark on the Philippine economy. Their journey, however, is intertwined with the stories of countless Filipinos who find themselves on the other side of the wealth divide. To understand the Villar family's story, we must first understand the context in which it unfolds. The Philippines, despite its economic potential, grapples with deep-seated poverty and inequality. Millions of Filipinos struggle to afford basic necessities, while a select few live in extravagant wealth. This disparity in wealth is a complex issue with historical roots and contemporary consequences. Factors such as colonialism, corruption, and a lack of economic opportunity have all contributed to the current state of affairs. The Villar family's rise to prominence occurred against this backdrop, raising questions about how their business practices and political influence have shaped the lives of ordinary Filipinos. The story of the Villar family begins in the bustling streets of Tondo, Manila, one of the most densely populated areas in the Philippines. Life in Tondo was far removed from the luxury and privilege that would later define the Villar name. Manny Villar, the patriarch of the family, was born into this world of hardship. His father was a fishmonger, and his mother sold shrimp in the local market. Life was a constant hustle, and young Manny learned the value of hard work and resilience from a young age. He helped his parents with their businesses, waking up before dawn to haul fish or sell shrimp in the crowded markets. Despite the family's financial struggles, Manny's parents instilled in him the importance of education. They believed that it was the key to breaking the cycle of poverty. Recognizing his potential, they made immense sacrifices to send him to school. Manny excelled in his studies, demonstrating a sharp mind for business and a keen understanding of the value of money. It was during these formative years that the seeds of his entrepreneurial spirit were sown. After graduating from the University of the Philippines with a degree in business administration, Manny Villar embarked on his career. He initially worked as an accountant, honing his financial skills and gaining valuable experience in the corporate world. However, his entrepreneurial ambitions soon led him down a different path. In the early 1970s, Villar saw an opportunity in the burgeoning real estate market. The Philippines was experiencing a period of rapid urbanization, and the demand for affordable housing was soaring. With limited capital but boundless determination, he founded Camella Homes, a company that would become synonymous with affordable housing in the Philippines. Villar's strategy was simple but effective. He focused on building affordable homes for the growing middle class, a demographic that was often overlooked by larger developers. He streamlined construction processes, negotiated favorable deals with suppliers, and offered flexible payment plans to make homeownership attainable for ordinary Filipinos. This customer-centric approach resonated with buyers, and Camella Homes quickly gained a reputation for providing quality homes at accessible prices. As Camella Homes flourished, Manny Villar's profile grew, and he emerged as a prominent figure in the Philippine business world. His success in the private sector fueled his political ambitions, and in 1992, he entered the political arena, winning a seat in the House of Representatives. Villar's entry into politics marked a turning point in his career, blurring the lines between business and government. As a congressman, he advocated for policies that he claimed would benefit the housing sector and boost economic growth. However, critics argued that some of these policies disproportionately favored his own businesses, raising concerns about potential conflicts of interest. Despite the controversies, Villar's political star continued to rise. He cultivated a man of the people image, emphasizing his humble beginnings and his commitment to uplifting the lives of ordinary Filipinos. His business acumen and political connections created a powerful combination, paving the way for the Villar family's ascent to the upper echelons of Philippine society. Manny Villar, never one to rest on his laurels, understood that true wealth lay in diversification. With Camella homes thriving, he expanded into various sectors of the Philippine economy. Villar envisioned a conglomerate catering to diverse Filipino needs. Establishing Vistaland and Lifescapes consolidated their real estate interests. Under Vistaland, he launched housing brands for different market segments. From affordable housing to upscale subdivisions and condos, Vistaland expanded rapidly. Villar also ventured into retail, establishing star malls. These malls became hubs of commerce and leisure. Star malls generated steady revenue, solidifying their business position. While Camella Homes had built its success on providing affordable housing, Vistaland, under Villar's guidance, adopted a more multifaceted approach. Recognizing the aspirations of the growing Filipino middle and upper classes, Vistaland expanded its portfolio to include luxury developments, catering to those seeking a more affluent lifestyle. High-end subdivisions with sprawling mansions, exclusive condominiums with breathtaking views, and gated communities with resort-like amenities became synonymous with the Vistaland brand. These developments, often marketed as enclaves of exclusivity and privilege, stood in stark contrast to the humble beginnings of Camella Homes. This strategic shift towards luxury real estate proved to be highly profitable. The demand for high-end properties in the Philippines, fueled by a growing economy and a burgeoning class of affluent Filipinos, far outstripped supply. Vistaland, with its established brand recognition and vast land holdings, was perfectly positioned to capitalize on this lucrative market. The company's success in both the affordable and luxury housing sectors cemented its position as the largest home builder in the Philippines, generating immense wealth for the Villar family. The Villar family's foray into retail through star malls was not simply a matter of diversifying their business interests. It was a calculated move to tap into the vibrant consumer culture of the Philippines. Villar understood that malls had become more than just places to shop. They were social spaces, entertainment hubs, and symbols of modernity and aspiration. Star malls were strategically located in key cities and provinces, often in close proximity to Vistaland housing developments. This created a synergistic relationship, with residents of Vistaland communities becoming natural patrons of Star Malls malls. The malls themselves were designed to cater to a wide range of consumers, from budget-conscious shoppers to those seeking luxury brands and high-end dining experiences. This multi-tiered approach proved to be immensely successful. Star Malls quickly became one of the leading mall operators in the Philippines, rivaling established players in the industry. The malls became synonymous with convenience, accessibility, and a diverse range of offerings. This success in the retail sector further diversified the Villar family's income streams and solidified their grip on the Philippine consumer market. The Villar family's meteoric rise to wealth and power has not been without its critics. Allegations of corruption, crony capitalism, and unethical business practices have dogged the family for years, casting a shadow over their success story. Critics argue that the Villars have used their political influence to benefit their business interests, securing favorable contracts, influencing legislation, and sidelining competitors. They point to instances where government infrastructure projects, such as roads and highways, seem to conveniently benefit Vistaland developments, raising questions about potential conflicts of interest. Furthermore, allegations of land grabbing, particularly in relation to the acquisition of land for housing projects, have plagued the family for years. These allegations, often accompanied by stories of displaced communities and questionable compensation practices, have fueled public outrage and accusations of exploitation. The Villar family has consistently denied these allegations, maintaining that their success is a testament to their hard work, business acumen, and commitment to providing affordable housing and other essential services to the Filipino people. However, the persistence and gravity of these accusations have tarnished the family's reputation and raised concerns about the relationship between wealth, power, and accountability in the Philippines. Manny Villar's political ambitions didn't stop at the House of Representatives. In 2001, he set his sights on the Senate, solidifying his family's power. The Senate offered a more influential platform. His campaign emphasized his rags-to-riches story. He presented himself as a champion of the poor. His message resonated, securing a Senate seat. As a senator, Villar's influence grew. He chaired key committees, including Public Works. His wife, Cynthia, also entered politics. This concentration of power raised concerns. With Manny Villar in the Senate and Cynthia Villar in the House of Representatives, the family held significant sway over the legislative process. Critics argued that the Villars used their political positions to advance legislation that directly benefited their companies, such as the Urban Development and Housing Act. Provisions favored large developers like Vista Land, potentially at the expense of smaller players and the public good. The Villars argued their efforts aimed at addressing the housing crisis and promoting economic growth. However, accusations of crony capitalism persist. Manny Villar's tenure as chairman of the Senate Committee on Public Works and Highways drew intense scrutiny and became emblematic of the allegations of conflict of interest that dogged his political career. Critics alleged that during Villar's chairmanship, there was a suspicious pattern of government infrastructure projects, seemingly benefiting Vista Land developments. They pointed to instances where roads and highways were built or rerouted in ways that directly increased the value of Vista Land properties, suggesting that public funds were being used to enhance the profitability of the Villar family's businesses. These allegations eroded public trust in the government and cast a long shadow over the Villar family's legacy. As the Villar family's wealth grew, so did public scrutiny and discontent. Allegations of corruption and crony capitalism took a toll on their reputation. The poor and middle class began to question the Villars' pursuit of wealth. Accusations resonated with many Filipinos feeling left behind. The Villars' opulent lifestyles fueled a sense of injustice and resentment. They became a symbol of a system rigged in favor of the wealthy. Despite criticism, the Villars remained defiant, dismissing allegations. They continued to wield considerable political influence. Their dynastic hold on power fueled accusations of an entrenched elite. The Villar family's story became a cautionary tale about unchecked ambition. The Villar family rose to prominence as champions of affordable housing, aiming to address the Philippines' chronic housing shortage. Camella Homes built modest homes for the aspiring middle class. However, the gap between their rhetoric and reality grew as their wealth and influence increased. The Philippines continues to grapple with a severe housing crisis. The National Housing Authority estimates a shortfall of millions of homes. Vista Land focuses on luxury developments, neglecting affordable housing. Critics argue this exacerbates the housing gap. For millions, the dream of owning a decent home remains elusive. The rapid expansion of Vista Land developments has come at a cost. Displacement of farming communities, destruction of habitats, and erosion of livelihoods are some of the consequences. Farmers are pressured to sell their land, often facing inadequate compensation. Displaced families end up in urban slums, facing unemployment and poverty. Environmental impacts include deforestation, soil erosion, and pollution. The Villars tout the affordability of Camella Homes. However, hidden costs, high interest rates, and long-term debt make homeownership a financial burden for many. The Villar family's story is a classic tale of rags to riches, embodying the Philippine dream of success through hard work. However, it also highlights systemic inequalities where a few amass wealth while millions struggle. The villas rose during rapid economic growth, but benefits were unevenly distributed. The wealth gap widened, fueling social unrest. Their story is a cautionary tale about unchecked ambition and crony capitalism. The Villar family's legacy is complex, marked by both achievements and controversies. They are praised for their business acumen and economic contributions, yet criticized for alleged corruption and social impact. Their story reflects the challenges of wealth disparity in the Philippines. It underscores the need for a more equitable society. The Philippine dream should not come at the expense of the most vulnerable. The story of the Villar family is a complex tapestry woven from threads of ambition, opportunity, and controversy. Their journey, from the humble streets of Tondo to the pinnacle of Philippine business and politics, is undeniably remarkable. They built an empire, amassing a fortune that most Filipinos can only dream of. However, their story is not simply one of individual triumph. It is inextricably linked to the broader narrative of the Philippines, a country grappling with deep-seated inequality, systemic corruption, and the enduring legacy of a system that often favors the wealthy and well-connected. Critics argue their wealth and influence come at a steep price, marked by allegations of corruption and environmental degradation. The Villar legacy, like the Philippines itself, is a study in contrasts. Subscribe for more amazing content. Keep wondering. Don't miss out on future explorations and discoveries. Hit subscribe and ring the bell to stay updated with our new content. Your journey of wonder continues with every video. Stay connected and engaged on social media. Continue the conversation, follow us. Thank you for being a part of the Have You Ever Wondered community. Keep wondering, keep discovering. Until next time.